Hello everyone, how are you doing? These are the two bouquets that I made last night from my roadside stand. You know, there's a lot of dahlia this time of the year in comparison to the other time. I will never have enough dahlias, and they are so wonderful and they so easy to arrange because they kind of big and they fill the bouquets pretty good. In this bouquet, I have the Cafe Ole Dahlia and the Innocence Dahlia right there. And I, add some salmon color zinnias there. And I kind of blend in with the Amimages, some daisy, and like this is Crescent Honey Dahlia. Feverfield, Sunday Salosha, Gomfrina, the Cinderella zinnias, and of course the Jewel of Opal. In this bouquet I have the Tempest Dahlia and the Innocence Dahlia. This one is one of my favorite dahlia, which is Sweet Natalie. Let me show you the whole thing. Look at that. And I add some, the purple zinnia to give it a little contrast. The straw flowers, I just love it so much. It's so cute. And with the Gomfrina, oh my gosh. And I just post the photos of the two bouquets on my Instagram and my Facebook. So my local customer, they know that these are the flowers that I have today. And they come to pick up and then they pay and then they, put it in their office, in their house, or give to someone that they love. And before I go to work, I am going to cut, a few stems of flowers. So tonight I don't have to rush to cut the flowers, before it gets dark. All right, let's go. I am going to start cutting those purple flowers that are in this garden. I don't know what it is. It's probably geratum, but the foliage look different. Maybe more native kind, I don't know. Anyway, they're good for my bouquets and they're good for dye flowers too. I figure it's easier to just pull them. Just like that. Oh my gosh. So wet. Come on. The garden is too wet because it's been raining a lot and with the humidity, they flop a lot. If I cannot use them for my bouquet, I'm gonna dry them. But I better cut them all before they get bad. They grow like weed. They actually weed because they're all over the place. Alright, I have cut all of this and including the dead stuff in this spot that I also just cleaned up. Now it's look neater and all the scraps right there. Gonna save all the alliums. If you have been following me for a while, you know that I share ideas and tips and tricks of how to create a flower garden that you can also cut the flowers from that garden without ruining the beauty of the garden. Just like this, I cut the flopping flowers, then I use the flowers for my bouquet, and as a result of doing that, I also cleaned up the garden and clean up the dead stuff, and the garden look better and look pretty. And I have cut flowers as well. And another thing that I want to share with you today too, buy a good pair of clippers. Like this one, this is for like fruit pruning. If you are looking for a good clipper that you can use for anything, I use this for my cut flower, for trimming, for like, tidying up the garden. Look for the fruit pruner, is the best. This is holding solution. It will hold the flowers to last longer, when you save them a little bit. I have about 5 minutes left to clean up all these flowers, so I'm going to just, break it up. And then I'm gonna clean the bottom leaf like that. And the leaf will go to the compost pile, this whole garbage can. The little side shoots flowers like this, I'm going to use it for my dry flowers because it's too short to manage. Also, the one that already spent like this, I'm going to also dry it. Just got back from work, and before I do anything else, I am going to fill my stomach first. The babies eat all my lettuce. Where are they? Look, all my lettuce are eaten by babies. I think it's this one. I don't know what it is, but it comes like, this time of the year in September and eat everything. And that's why I like to grow lettuce in spring or early summer, instead of fall. But here, the leftover that I have for myself. Oops. This is just enough for me. Oh my goodness, look at this amaranth. They are so big and tall. And look at the color. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna save this for something, I don't know. It cannot go to my mason jar bouquet, but maybe they can, who knows. I'm going to take the bottom leaves of the Thai basil for cooking, and I will take the flowers for my bouquet tonight. So cute. Chicken noodle soup with a lot of vegetables. So I end up adding a lot of fresh chili peppers, hot sauce, and chili oil on this soup because I like it spicy. I have to hurry up because I am going to run out of sunlight. Alright, I'm done. Now it's time to cut flowers. Oh my goodness, guys, it's getting dark, and that's why I don't like fall. I mean, it's my least favorite season because, the sun sets too soon and it's getting dark. Every day it's getting dark, like sooner and sooner and sooner. I need more sunlight. I need more daytimes all the time. Alright, I'm gonna stop complaining and cut this beautiful dahlia. Whoops. What the heck? Look at these. So this is like a shorter variety dahlia, which worked perfectly for me because I used it for my roadside stand, my mason jar bouquet, and I don't need that long of the stem. Oh, this one broken. Oops. Look at this one. So I'm gonna dry this one because it's broken. So when you cut dahlia, I think this is like the perfect stage. Okay, like you don't see the middle of the flower yet. And on the back, you can see it's like not wilty and not brown yet. But let me show you what is bad. This one is bad. You see the petals start dropping. This is so bad. And the center is like full open. What is bad? This one is almost bad. I can use this for myself, but I wouldn't sell it. The back is still good, but it's not gonna last super long. So I'm gonna leave this for my garden. So the one that is go bad already, don't let them go to seed, just cut it off. Like that. And this one gonna bloom next, don't worry about it. Something like this, don't cut yet, it's not gonna open, okay, just wait. For something like this, it's not going to open in the vase, okay, so just leave it alone. Wait until, they bloom, they open a little more. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. The roses are blooming again. This is David Austin Bosco Bell. In springtime, the flower is more fluffy and more big. And the flower in fall, they don't last super long too because they're not that double as those that bloom in spring. My zinnias are kinda done. I'm so sad. But I have these two left, so I'm gonna cut it. For the zinnia that flop like this, and stem look like that, I don't use it for my roadside stand. I'm gonna leave it alone and I'm going to save the seed from this flower later. Oh, like this one. This is ready for saving seeds. Look at these, my new favorite flower, straw flowers. And here we go again. When the garden, look messy like this, I'm gonna thin out the flower inside that they like scratching each other. So I cut these flower right to the ground like that. So this way, the sedum has more room to breathe. And I also thin out the hydrangea right there, that scrubbing the sedum. And I also thinned out some sedum too. Now it's look neater, don't you think, right? Before it's like a jungle. You have to say yes. What he's doing? What is he doing? Oh my god, look at this rose. Love it, love it. I'm gonna leave it in the garden. And this is Amy Magus. My flower said that I cut it when it looked like umbrella. Look, it looks like an umbrella. But for something like this, that's a kind of flat and not umbrella yet. It's like a upside down umbrella, that's not ready. And this one is like done. But I can still use it for flower arrangement. Something like this that flops so bad, I'm gonna cut it. Holy moly, look at the stem. Alright guys, I'm going to stop talking. I have a lot more to cut on this side. What happened? Hey baby, bamboo.
When we wake, hear the birds and see the sun.
Something like this, just dead-headed and throw it away.
Side our fears are done. Oh, the good times just begun.
Same as zinnia comfina, you cut when the stem is sturdy like this, not wiggle. This is wiggle stem look like this. Like you see the stem, it's kind of very weak. You wanna wait until the stem is like stronger, like this. See? Like that.
You and I, we got it.
Whoop, what is that? Look at this. Oh my gosh.
You and I can weather any
The other senior that I have, because it rained too hard, the flower kind of flopped to the ground, but look at the flowers. I'm gonna leave all these for seeds, like this. I'm gonna save the seeds.
You and I, the future is bright. You and I, we got it. We don't need no more. Even in the hard times, you and I can weather any storm.
Alright guys, this is what I have to clean up tonight. Probably gonna take me at least half hour to clean all these flowers. What do I mean by cleaning flowers? That means, when you arrange the flowers, the leaves should not be in the water, so I'm gonna have to take this out. The side shoot kinda messy, so I'm gonna take it out. This one, I'm probably gonna leave it in because it's cute and whimsical. So this is clean. This is clean, okay? But for something like this, probably gonna take me more than 1 second, to clean all this side branch out, separate them, and then clean the leaves out. Clean this out, clean this out. This is clean, and this is clean. For something like this, I can use for like a big arrangement, but because I sell mason jar bouquets, I'm gonna use this as one stem. I'm gonna break them all up, and then clean all the bottom leaves. If I do like medium size bouquets, I'm gonna leave this in, but because I'm doing the mason jar bouquet, it has to be like short like this. Otherwise, it's gonna be too big for the mason jar. Oops, oh, that's hurt. For something like this, I have to be a little creative. Look at this. This can good for like a compote, arrangement, but I'm doing the mason jar bouquet. So I'm gonna cut this out like that. So this is the mason jar, and I cut that out because, I only did this tall of the stem. I don't need, taller than that. Then I'm gonna take all these bottom flowers. Now I have, good usable flowers for the mason jar like this. Alrighty, just listen to the podcast and clean up the flowers. This hydrangea is too big for me to, for the mason jar bouquet, so I'm gonna dry them up just like that. And these comfrey, it's going to wilt in the bouquet because they're not ready, or some of them look like this. I cannot arrange something like this, it's like wilty. So those I'm gonna dry them up. And these guys I just find from internet that is such a good dry flowers. So I'm gonna dry them all, okay. Plus, they're too tall to arrange in the mason jar. This hydrangea, because I just cut them, so I'm gonna hydrate them first. I just learned from one of the lady on YouTube, that we should hydrate the flower first, maybe 1 night or 2 nights before we hang them upside down like that. It's going to kind of keep the flower colorful when you dry it, and also keep the form of the flowers. They're not gonna look like wilty dead, but they're gonna look more like a dry flowers. And this guy that I just cut this morning, I already hydrate them, probably like 10 hours. I'm going to hang them upside down. So I'm gonna make a bunch like this. Not so many stems, just like this much, And then I'm going to use the rubber band. I just cut myself. All right, so you kind of put the rubber band in the middle like that, okay. Why you don't put it like this? Why don't you do this? Because it's not going to stick, it's going to like loose, 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 and not stick. So you kinda, break up the stem, then like half of the stem like that, and then twist it. You can see it stick there, like that, and then at the end, kinda, just put like in the middle. Now the rubber band is secure, in one place. Hold on. Like that. See? If you're very neat person, you can cut it off too, like this. But you don't have to. Now on top of my ceiling, I have this nail all over the place in my basement. I think the previous owner used it for like maybe tools, I don't know. So because I already have that thing, I'm going to just like that. See? Done. And I want to show you guys why I don't use the raffia anymore for the dry flowers, because when the stem, they dry, they shrink, and then it's so loose. Look, this is going to fall off eventually, it's so loose. But if you use rubber band, look, it's kinda, the rubber band secure the stem together, although they shrink. See, it's very loose. It's come off already. Gonna use the rubber band instead. And this is the Comfrina that I dried them before, hydrangeas, and this is the Acertum. These purple flowers, when they dry, they look like this. So cute. Marigold not dry yet, but when it dry, it look like this. So pretty. And this one, the lavender, status, zinnia, status, a lot of status, my favorite flowers, the straw flowers. This can look good for Valentine's or maybe Christmas. Yarrow. And okay guys, I am going to challenge myself. I'm gonna use gold, okay, with light pink, okay, with peach, okay, and some white, some yellow, okay, and then coral and red in one bouquet. Looks like gonna be like a conflict, like a chaos, but I trust my gut feeling. I think it's gonna be good. We'll see. I am going to start with the amaranth and the sedum autumn joy, like this, to make it look like a structure. I will add some white to make it a very nice structure, like this. And then I have one more of this, but I'm not using that yet. Maybe like this. Yep, I'm gonna put it right now. I don't know what this color called, but it's so pretty. On both sides of the bouquet. And if you guys see the stem, I keep it straight and a little bit spiral, okay, for now. I don't put it like this. I don't crisscross it because I don't do the crisscross because I like the stem to be like spiral, So I'm gonna keep adding it this way. So I'm gonna add it like that so it keeps spiral. You see the stem? Now I'm adding this dahlia. My goodness, look pretty already. Snapdragon, maybe like this. Yeah, break up this amaranth with the feverfew. I put goldenrod just like here. The straw flower, I only have one of them, so I'm gonna put right in the middle. The straw flower has one stem but 3 flowers, so I'm gonna, kind of separate the little flower away from each other. So it looks like there are 3 stems, but it's just one stem. Now I'm gonna add the Comfrina. Now I have the white cosmos I'm going to find a spot for it. Because you know it's so white, I'm going to find like a dark spot like this, you know. Then I'm gonna use white to brighten up that spot. Gonna put right on top of the sedum and let the cosmos, you know, float a little bit. See, it's like higher than the other flower, so you know it's like kaduk kadik. And I have this white dahlia honka. I'm gonna put right in the middle and let them float, you know, on top of the other flowers. And this spot probably needs some more white, so I'm gonna put a cosmos right there. And again, let them float a little bit. And this spot needs more light pink. I'm going to put a snapdragon right there. The way I put it in, you know, I kind of tuck the skinny stem inside of the sturdy stem. So this way, you know, it's not broken and it looks more full. And because I have a lot of this gomphrena, I'm gonna just, you know, keep adding it just to make it more whimsical. And the last step, I'm going to find the empty spot on the side of the bouquet. So for this bouquet, you know, this is empty spot. So I'm going to use this hydrangea to hide the empty spot right there. For this side, I'm gonna do the same thing. If I put the side like this, you know, I can see the stem, so I'm gonna face it this way. Now it's done. Then I'm gonna cut it. Okay, the mason jar right here. Are you ready? Whoop! Aw, see, it's too loose. When the stem are too tall, they're going to loosen up like this, which is good. But I like it a little more compact, so I'm going to cut a little more. And you guys, it's always best to cut it long first, okay? And if you need it shorter, you can cut more. But if you cut it short, you cannot extend the stem, okay? So leave it long for the first time. Now it's better, not too loose. I think I can cut more. A little more, because I have to be careful. If I cut it too short, it's gonna be too compact. Actually, the last step, I'm going to adjust the flower when they are already in the vase. Like this one stick too high, I'm gonna cut it more. Oh, now it's that too short, see? Oh, I think we're good. Maybe give the customer one more stem. Yeah, right there. Alright everyone, I made 3 bouquets last night in total, and I'll show you what I have. This one I make with you guys. I end up, you know, adjust a little bit and add the snapdragon in the middle, which fill in perfectly. This one I, you know, use the pastel color and give the pop of the Lilliput zinnias. The yellow one, the pink one, and the very bright pink celosia right there. This one I have the Morn Dahlia, and this pastel dahlia, golden scepter dahlia that I love so much, and a lot of basil that I eat some of it and I arrange some of it. It makes the bouquet smell so good. And this dahlia. Alright guys, that's all I have for this video. When the sun, you know, goes up a little bit, when I have more light, I will take photos of those bouquets and then post on my Facebook, my Instagram, so my local customer know that the flowers are at the stand now. Then they come to buy it. And then I will go to work, and after that, I and Jason will clean up the garden big time, because this Tuesday, I have the local garden club coming to our garden to, you know, have a little garden tour and also to do a little flower workshop with us. I am so excited about this. Right now, I feel that this cut flower hobby, my gardening hobby, not only bring me pleasure, but also bring me, of course, money, for my garden supplies. But more than that I did not expect at all is the sense of belonging in the community. I get to know a lot of local people around me, my neighbors, and people who love flowers, who love gardening like me, come to my roadside stand, come to my workshop. It just make me happy, to have this ability to serve the community and to kind of share the enjoyment, with other people. So I don't know, it's a very good feeling and it's hard to explain. If you are thinking about doing the same thing, please do it and let me know how it goes in the comment or on my Facebook and on my Instagram or the comment of this YouTube or Facebook. And that's all I have to say. I know it's a long. All right, until the next video, happy gardening. Bye bye. Love to you.